Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey.
Oh, happiness. My name is Adam.
There's a nice fart go. Just say about 2.5 seconds before we went on the air. Hey.
Sort of a ritualistic kind of greeting you provide for me. It's nice.
Hey.
Good times.
Loveline.
Well, let's really set the stage here. You're on the phone talking to God knows who with your hand over your face so we couldn't converse.
Right.
Music goes on, you put the headphones on, you let out a huge fart, and then we talk. It's good. It's good. It's nice.
Well, I was talking to a friend of mine who's friends with Ethan, the guy who won Survivor. And he was hanging out with him last night, and he talked about wanting to come on the show. So I was doing a little Loveline business there.
Ah, yes, sir. Right.
You see?
Yeah. Okay.
So now the story is well, actually, we're going to see what we can do for possibly Wednesday, Thursday of this week. So
you are my teacher. Bring him on when Diane's up here. We'll just make like old Loveline days. Doing Diane and a guest.
Well, he was a little drunk, and at first he thought he was doing the man show, which he wanted to do, apparently. And then he thought he was doing Loveline, the TV show. And then we're going to have to...
But totally freak him out. Bring it up here when Diane's up here on Tuesday.
And have him... Yeah, Diane Farr, who used to be our co-host on Loveline and is now on The Job, is coming in here on Tuesday.
By the way, thank you for not looking at me when you asked that question. The Job, looking out of the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Knowing better than to ask me anything like that.
No, it's that Dennis Leary show that's supposed to be real good.
Yeah.
Okay. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Yeah?
Yeah.
All righty. Here we go. Let's speak to Justin, who's 15. Justin?
Hey, what's up, Adam? What's up, Drew?
Justin?
Yeah, I was feeling up my girlfriend, and I noticed one of her boobs was bigger than the other, and I wanted to know how to tell her that I don't care.
Well, maybe one of your hands is smaller than the other.
Well, how about just behaving like you don't care? You know what I mean? And let her bring it up.
Well, also, when you don't mention something or don't complain about something or don't point something out, it's sort of a way of saying it's cool.
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah, either...
As long as if it does bother you, then you get that weird energy thing going. Where you should have said something long ago.
Right.
But you don't care, so what the hell? Don't say anything.
Yeah, why don't you just act like you don't know?
All right.
And by the way, it's a common thing, and it's no big deal. And it may equalize as she gets older.
And if she does bring it up, you just sort of pretend like you didn't notice. Watch,
no. Just say like you noticed, but it doesn't bother
me. Yeah, but then you noticed, you didn't say anything.
Didn't say anything because it's great.
Watch. You act like you didn't notice. I'm going to bring it up. All right, Justin?
All right.
I'll be your girlfriend.
Oh.
Okay, baby?
All right.
You want a hand job or something? Or? Okay. Hey, Justin?
Huh.
That'll change in half.
I already don't believe him.
No.
You're lying.
No.
I know that grunt. Justin?
Huh.
Yeah, it's me. It's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
I have this thing. I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing, but one of my boobs is bigger than the other.
So?
Okay, she's gonna kill herself right now.
Yeah, one's bigger than the other. I don't know if you could tell, but it's kind of weird for me.
Sorry, it doesn't bother me.
Oh, it doesn't? You mean you've noticed? All right.
Justin.
Yes. Just use the S word on the air.
You know, he needs some time to find his through line. He needs to prepare. He needs his line straightened out.
Yeah.
You know, it's unfair.
You know, there's been a lot of involuntary use of the S word on this show in the past 10 days.
Yeah. The expletive.
People not being aggressive with it, just O-S. Under the breath, S word. Yelling like off the phone, shut the S up, you know. I mean, just a lot of sneaking of the S word on this show.
And the F word too.
Yeah, go ahead,
the
Anderson.
F word was definitely in there. I blame the screeners at this point.
And who are they? Oh, them?
Them.
Those two? I thought they were the coffee mules. Those guys do the phones?
Poorly.
Oh, man. All right. Well, as you know, Drew, whenever I roll that role-playing dice on this show, always
50,
always
not
snake
always.
eyes.
No.
Almost. No, it can be funny, but it's never because anyone comes through.
That's a good point.
All right. Andy,
Yeah,
you're 13?
yeah. Adam, I kind of want to know how you were discovered.
Man show's on, by the way.
I discovered
I would
him.
mention that.
I discovered him.
Yeah, I was discovered.
By me.
Well, not really.
Well, Jimmy, gave you some
I did some gay porn in
they
the
gave you
late
some opportunity
70s.
to hone your craft. But really, what really broke you?
I was working as a boxing instructor. They were doing a boxing match on the mother station, K-Rock, and I volunteered to train one of the guys and met Jimmy, my partner and now lover, who was doing
Life
sports.
partner.
Life partner who was doing sports on the radio show.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
He's not very interested. He never really doesn't care. Okay.
Does that ever work, by the way?
What? Telling the story?
Well, no, just any story when anybody under 18 asks, how did you or where did you get the idea? Does it ever feel satisfying?
No.
I mean, you
to us, the story is kind of extraordinary. To them, it's sort of, so what? You know?
No, but I know, but there's the asking of it.
I know.
Here, I'll show you what it feels like. We'll do a little Loveline recreation.
Okay.
You give me just a 10-second answer here, Drew.
I'm being you?
No,
Okay.
you be you.
Okay.
You be you.
All right.
Drew, I was curious. What got you interested in medicine?
Well, when I was growing up, I was very interested in biology. Then I was in college, and it was something that interested me. But for a while, I spent some time doing other things, and ultimately I came back to it with a renewed sense of interest. And when I got to medical school, it was something that I found really, truly rewarding and interesting. Are you asleep yet?
I got another question.
Oh.
All right, Drew. Now, you screwed it up. You didn't give me 10 seconds. You kept rambling. You see.
Okay.
You should have cut. You needed. That's why I said 10 seconds.
I'm sorry.
You had to cut yourself off.
I didn't get the one at just 10 seconds.
They don't
I
really-
thought you were going to interrupt me at 10 seconds. They normally do going, Adam, hey.
Drew, could this be less a radio show?
No.
No, he doesn't. They don't cut you off. They let you answer, and then they jump in very quickly with another thing. They never give you I see, you're fascinated.
Right.
There's no follow-up.
Right.
You answer, you stop, there's a beat of dead air, and then they come right in with something else.
Something unrelated.
Something unrelated.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Andy, what was your unrelated question that made me think you were so uninterested in my first answer?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I just want to say, Adam, you are my idol.
Thanks, buddy.
And I have two more little things.
All right, but you tell me now, how did I get into show business?
Oh yeah, how did you get into show?
No, we
No,
already
you-
answered that.
you
tell
tell
us,
me.
What did we say?
Oh, you said that you were a boxing instructor for the Mother Station K-Rock,
No.
Yeah?
Well, ultimately.
All right, sort of. Go ahead.
and you taught Jimmy Kimmel or something.
Okay. All right, that's sort of right.
And Jimmy Kimmel let him come on the radio and be a character.
Right.
And then I heard the character, and they were looking for somebody to do the TV show, and I recommended Adam.
That's right. So Drew did in part discover me.
Thank God for Dr. Drew.
Dan?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, well, I'm going out with a girl. She's like 15,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going out for like 7 months. And she would be like teasing me, and like sexually.
She's teasing you?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like she would get like on me, rubbing against me and stuff like that, and kind of get me on horny and stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe she's figuring that's about as far as it's going to go.
No, but like we talk about it, and she's like, and then I'm ready for whatever.
She says that?
Yeah, she says that
And
like
she's
on the
fit.
phone, or like we talk about it, and then
And she's 15.
yeah.
Do you think that's very smart? For you?
Well, no, but like we love each other.
You're in love?
Yeah,
How long have you been going out?
7 months.
All right. 15. Well, are you out of high school?
Yeah,
And she's in the 9th grade?
she's a sophomore, I think.
10th grade, you think?
Yeah.
You think. I'm going to deduct a grade for you throwing in the I think.
No, I'm almost positive.
Almost positive she's in the 10th grade.
Yeah, because I help her with the homework, and she's like in
Right.
Oh,
geometry. Algebra 2.
She brings her Sullivan book over and you guys help fill it out?
No, it's like me and her father get along like really good.
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm like,
What does he do? Just out of curiosity.
What does he do? Like,
He.
he's like office stuff, machinery mechanic. Like he would be like fixing faxes, stuff like that.
He fixes fax machines.
Yeah.
Bad gig. Dan, what do you do?
What do? I just work at Steak and Shake. It's like McDonald's here.
Steak and Shake, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. All right, well,
and I'm in college too.
Oh, college.
Princeton, Harvard, where?
No, it's, just here in Jacksonville.
Uh-huh. Okay, it's got a junior in front of it.
Community, they call it out there.
Yes, community college.
Yeah, here we call it junior college. It's more derogatory. It makes people feel worse because our thing out here is if you're not going to a 4-year school, you should feel badly about yourself. We'll call it junior college.
Well, of course, you do nothing to contribute to that.
No, I actually was trying to get people to call it
Weenie college.
sort of college, weenie college, mini college, retard college, junior college. Junior is it's sort of it is really insulting. Pee-wee college, powder puff college. So Dan,
Yeah.
you better.
Hey,
Well,
wait,
she's
wait.
15. She's in the 10th grade, and you're out of high school.
What's the legal age in Florida?
I have no clue, guys.
And get me that United States map with the colors on it. We had a whole breakdown here pinned up on the board here last week.
Okay. Well, okay. Don't do anything she's not ready to do.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not pushing at all.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
She's the one who's like starting it and like.
Here's a good piece of advice. Just in general, people's brains truly have not developed to be able to handle what one feels and the responsibilities associated with sex until 16. Really not. It's not a good idea. Just in general principles. It's healthier to wait till after 16.
Okay. Let's talk to Danielle. Danielle,
Yeah.
you're 15?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Okay, when I have sex, I don't feel anything, like inside me.
Mm-hmm. Me neither.
What the?
Oh, yeah, right. You don't feel anything.
Mm-mm.
How often do you have sex?
Like, I like 3 times a week, 4 times a week.
How old's your boyfriend?
He's 17.
How old were you when we started having sex?
It was like in July of this year.
But nothing
Last
before
year.
that.
July of 83.
Nothing before that.
Mm-mm.
Huh?
Wait a minute, she wasn't born yet. Wait a minute. Not born?
In 83?
Yeah.
Not even close.
Oh, my God.
No, like July
sad.
of
What's
last
that?
year.
Hey, 87.
No. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Hey, Danielle.
Yeah.
Doesn't she sound like an old soul? And I don't mean that in a great way,
well,
but
yeah, she sounds worked.
his
And-
have you seen a lot of bad in your short life?
No.
And one of the things we hear about oftentimes is women who have had a history of sexual abuse often will feel nothing, no arousal, no stimulation of the genital region when they have sex.
No.
Nothing like that for you.
Mm-mm.
Are your parents together?
My dad died when I was 2.
Ooh. And what happened? How did he die?
He was shot.
Ooh. She hasn't seen.
Hadn't seen that much.
No, not much at all.
Why? Who shot your dad?
I don't know if I was clue.
What'd you
was your
say?
last words?
I don't have any clue.
No clue.
You never asked that?
Mm-mm.
Did they ever catch the guy?
No, they said it was suicide, but it was like no way that he could have done it.
Okay.
Oof.
And what about your mom? Did she
This
have
is like finding OJ's killer.
have some other
Right.
boyfriends that were bad?
Yeah, she got remarried, and
He was a bad guy?
yeah, I don't like him. She's still with him. They got a divorce, and now she's back with him.
Oof.
What did he do that was bad?
He's just rude, and he treats me like crap, so I don't care.
It's like she's speaking another language sometimes.
Well, she started to say he just something and then changed gears. What does he do?
He just treats me like crap. He's rude to me. He's like, he calls me bad names, and he's like rude. I don't like him.
Did he ever hit you or anything?
He did once, and then he got it back, so he
All right.
hasn't touched me since
And
then.
and your boyfriend, is he someone you really care about?
Yeah,
Did your boyfriend force sex on you?
no.
Are you on any medication?
I was on birth control, and that's it.
All right. Good, thank God. By the way, nice choice. Keep in mind there are patches out there now. If you have trouble remembering to take the pill, once-a-week patches.
But you were never sexually touched when you were younger.
Mm-mm.
And when did you lose your virginity? July?
Yeah,
When you say you don't feel anything, do you mean you don't have an orgasm or you don't feel anything?
I don't feel anything.
And is there anything else wrong? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
How are they doing?
Fine, I guess.
Do you see them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we're getting anywhere with this.
All right, Danielle. Hey, you sound like angry.
There's
Like
something-
you've seen a lot or
Just
something.
there's something more going on than we're able to get
Are
to.
you doing okay in school?
Yeah.
You are? You doing okay in school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're going to go to college?
What?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, then there's nothing going on. You love your boyfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little bogosity feel here going on, by the way.
No, I don't know. Is there what's the biggest problem in your life right now, Danielle?
What?
What
There was like a noise in my background. I couldn't hear it.
what's the biggest problem in your life right now? What would you say that is?
My mom's trying to get out of this house.
Mom's trying to get out of the house?
Yeah, we're like trying to get out of here, but we have like nowhere to go, so we're trying to find somewhere to live.
You're trying to get away from your stepdad?
Yeah.
Why? Is he an alcoholic?
No.
He's just an asshole. She told him. She said that.
He doesn't drink or hit anybody or anything?
He drinks sometimes, just not like an alcoholic would.
Okay. And your mom, is she scared of him?
No.
She just wants to get away from him.
Yeah.
Even though she divorced him and got back together with him.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't she get him to leave?
Because this is his house. When they got a divorce, this was our house before. When they got a divorce, on the papers, she signed it over to him. They said that if she moved, he would get this house.
Okay.
It's just way more here.
Don't get pregnant.
She's taking the pill. That's good.
Stay on that pill.
The below the waist no feeling, we can't quite sort out, but certainly, Danielle, you've had a lot go down in your life, way more than you seem to even realize. And that's fine, but take care of yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I know we give this speech once every 5 weeks. No, it's about every 5 weeks. So much you can tell from people just hearing their voice, the different tones. You guys will hear it. You'll hear that 14-year-old male who's a virgin and hasn't popped out his first pube yet, and you'll hear that guy who's been to hell and back and has already nailed 15 chicks.
And
14. It's their voice.
And you can hear when things are bogus, too. This was not bogus, by the way.
No, but this was a 15-year-old girl who sounded like someone who'd been divorced twice, had 4 kids, and one of them died of SIDS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is someone who'd seen a lot.
Yeah.
And you just hear that voice and you go, what is this 15-year-old seen that's been so bad that does this, that makes her give off this vibe? Her father killed himself when she was 2. That's probably enough to get you going in that direction.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a very nice start.
Stepdad, it's good. Homeless, we're getting there now.
Mom who's kind of hooks up with first mom hooked up with the guy who killed himself, and then mom hooked up with the a-hole guy, and then re-hooked with the guy.
And then gets stuck without a home.
Well, possibly. She's trying to get out.
But
Ryan?
can't because she will. No, forget it.
Okay.
Ryan, what's up? You're 15.
Yeah, I got a girlfriend, and I really love her. She's 13. We've been going out for a while. I've known her for a couple of years.
Oh, boy. You knew her since she was 11?
Yeah.
And you were 13.
Yeah.
Oh. But listen.
Wait a minute. I'm just afraid what's coming.
He was 13.
Yeah, but...
I know. That's a huge... That might as well be 20 years.
Yeah.
2 years. All right, go ahead there.
When we started going out a couple months ago, we were both virgins. Neither of us are anymore. And I started her on drinking. She got me smoking again.
Smoking what?
Cigarettes.
Smoking.
I don't do pot.
After what happened was in '96 when he filed for bankruptcy, he started hitting the bottle pretty hard when he was 8, and then she got him back on the butts. You smoking the weed?
No pot.
No,
Not the pot.
stay away from
pot. She got you back smoking the cigarettes. You got her on the booze.
Yeah, I was smoking when I was 13. I quit because I was developing a real bad cough.
All right. What do you want? What would you like us to help you with?
About a month ago, when I took her virginity, she was a really nice person. She would never do anything wrong. in the past month, it's gotten to the point where she's walking down the street, turning around and flashing the cars and pulling down her pants on the side of the road, just to see what people do about it.
Does she load it when she's doing that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you got all kinds of problems here, Ryan, and it's not. Make no mistake, you've contributed nicely to the evolution of this problem, but this is not. You didn't cause this. She has got some major issues here that need to be dealt with. I mean, major.
Yeah,
you could start with substance abuse and behavioral disorders and character logic problems. She needs help. Ryan, can you get her some help? Because this is she's sitting on a launching pad right now, and what she does now, the choices she makes, the problems she gets herself into, are going to set up a trajectory for the rest of her life. That's the path she's going to start going down, and she's moving pretty quickly down a path that is going to be extremely destructive.
Yeah, no, that's what's worrying me.
Okay, get her some. She needs to get into some care. Psychiatrist, adolescent health specialist, somebody who's used to dealing with these things. This is going to take some work.
Well, you know, the way you phrase it, it's as if you taking her virginity got her
unlatch something.
Yes, opened Pandora's box or
So to
something.
speak.
Is that the way you're looking at it?
That's the way I see it.
Yeah, she was this.
Before that night, she was like a perfect little angel. Wouldn't do anything that upset her parents.
Yeah, and it may be that she was holding it together, and on the surface looked like that. She never had an eating disorder. Oh, maybe she did.
No, she's a little overweight, but she got that from her mother. She eats fine. Really doesn't care about how she looks.
You don't. Why don't you? I'm 37. That's all I think about. You're 15, for Christ's sake. How'd you get so goddamn mature?
How dare you?
Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, you make me feel like an asshole.
Well, okay.
Hey, Ryan?
Yeah.
All right, get her some help. Would you cheer up, you idiot? You're 15 years old. Jesus Christ. You sound like Jim Morrison. Took this bitch's virginity. Known her since she was 11.
Oh.
I'm waiting for, like, Riders on the Storm to start swelling up. Dun, 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 dun. Now she walks down the highway with her pants around her ankles. I got her on the booze. She got me on the butts. I gave up the squares at 13, but I met this little lady, and she got me back on the smokes at the ripe old age of 15. Now I'm heading into the 10th grade, and I'm lost, morally, spiritually, emotionally. She's a big gal, but I love her. I don't care what she
He needs to get her to some care.
Jesus Christ, the kid's 15.
Yeah.
You know, we just talked to the world's oldest 15-year-olds.
Yeah. So far tonight, yes.
Danielle, the call before this, and this guy. This is what, 15? When I was 15, I was making fart songs up. And I was also doing
burping, saying the alphabet.
I was trying to do the alphabet burp, and I was trying to do that thing where I cup my hand under my armpit and
make the farting sound.
Yeah, and then laughing like a hyena. This lady got me back smoking again.
Oh my God!
And thinking. I've been doing a lot of thinking. She's drinking, I'm smoking, her pants around her ankles, and she's got a hell of a gut on her. Yeah, not a pretty lady.
And she needs to get help, or she is going to be in trouble.
Okay, everybody, get yourself help. And listen, everyone, just please, go, all you 15-year-olds, please, be 15.
Abu Dongza. Enjoy.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Hey, Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. We will hop back to the phones now and speak to Eric on line 1. Eric?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Hey, Adam, that Jim Morrison thing was really cool, right?
Yeah, thanks.
I was loving that. I was rolling.
Drew, you'll be glad to know that I just belched up some Armenian food, which...
another night of you left over from Friday, Thursday.
I ate a lot with System of a Down then, didn't you?
Yeah, we ate a lot of food with System of a Down, a lot of Armenian food, and I took all of it home and polished it off tonight. Well, not all of it, but half of it.
I had some few good smells coming out of me after that food.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Eric, go ahead there, buddy.
Oh, well, I've got a friend of mine. I just met her a couple months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and she's showing me signs of borderline personality disorder, like to the exact definition in my books.
Uh-huh.
In your books, which books do you have?
I have Understanding Psychology. I'm still going to school right now,
Yep.
and
what are you reading? What is your understanding of borderline?
well, I just went off the definition.
Well, just tell me your sense of it.
Basically, not being able to define herself and needing to be in one-way relationships in order to attain love.
That's a common feature.
Yeah.
So, but the more the way you're going to know borderlines is more how they make you feel, and they'll be very gratifying to a certain point, make you feel really good about yourself, and then once they've got you in, will sort of bring you into a world of chaos.
Right.
And you'll feel like turned upside down all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see, here's the problem: is that I hooked her up with my best friend, and my best friend is the one who's experienced this world of chaos right now.
Yeah. Well, there you go. How old is she?
She is 18. She just turned 18.
Is she doing drugs?
No, she doesn't do drugs at all.
No drugs, no alcohol.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just focus on her?
Because she's starting to get to the point where she's almost going to hurt anyone around my best friend now. And she's not listening to me when I'm saying I think she has a problem. And I can't talk to her.
She wants physically to harm anyone?
Yeah, who gets near my friend now?
Including his male friends?
Yeah, she really wants all the attention, and she gets extremely...
Well, tell your friend to dump her.
He tried already, like 3 times.
Yeah, it's hard to know what's going on with her, but yes, these are sort of borderline qualities. And you need to set limits with people with borderline personality disorders. You learn about limit setting in your psychology class?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we'll set limits with her.
I want to know, how should I, get her help? Because I don't want to just get away from her, because she could end up hurting herself or hurt someone else.
You can bring up help, and you can certainly bring that up to your friend, but your job is not to be treating. Your job is to sort of manage her and to keep her from harming you or your friend, and just set limits with her. Set real firm about what you will and will not tolerate as appropriate behavior.
All right.
She'll be all right with that.
Yeah, Eric sounds like a decent dude.
Yeah.
Let's...
Smokes a little pot.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah? Come on, check it out. Eric?
Yeah.
How much weed do you smoke?
None.
Never
smoke.
Never
smoke.
Really?
Really?
All right. I believe you, buddy. It was Drew that didn't believe you.
I believe him now.
Mm-hmm. I
Have my
have
suspicions.
that. He's just got that boyish sound. Michelle?
Yeah?
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I've had this problem where it only happened back in June that I came up to Ohio and I started getting kind of out of control. I started smoking weed and then I started, having sex.
Well, hang on now. What do you mean you came up to Ohio? Did you move away from your friends, or did you move in with someone? Well, what happened?
My family moved up here.
Why?
Away from all my friends because of my dad's job.
And did that make you depressed?
I got really depressed.
Okay, because that's a common sort of manifestation of depression in somebody your age, is sleeping around, doing drugs, grades getting bad. You may not necessarily cry or complain of feeling depressed, but those behaviors are a good sign that that's what's happening.
Where did you move from?
I moved from Texas.
And you just moved how long ago?
Back in January. It's actually been 1 year.
Really, the way I look at this is someone really struggling with trying to feel better. But all the solutions you find that make you feel better in the moment really are the problems and ultimately make you feel worse.
Mm-hmm.
Have you asked to be seen to get some treatment for this? For the depression?
Yeah, I've seen a few psychiatrists and stuff like that.
Since you came to Cincinnati?
Yeah.
And anybody had any help for you?
Well, at once I did, talk to someone that really did help me a little bit, but I guess it didn't last for long.
How about going back to that person?
I talked to my parents and they said, yeah, maybe time. Yeah, it's just my time conflicts with work and.
Look, Michelle, let's look. Do you want to get better? Do you want to feel better?
Yes.
Do you want these behaviors to settle down?
Yes.
All right, it's not going to happen unless you get some help with this. Go back and talk to that person. It sounds, frankly, like you should be on some medication, too. So,
really?
Yeah.
Why? She sounded like she had it kind of under control.
That's the point about depression in that age group. It's not how they tell you or how they feel. It's what they do, their behaviors.
Well, There's a lot of 17-year-olds sort of act out this way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
But it's usually depression.
all right. Well, she may have been depressed, but she seemed like she had a decent understanding of
Yeah,
it.
she had insight, and indeed, talk is extremely important for her. But my concern is the reason I say medication. Not that I love pushing pills, but she's engaging behaviors that can be harmful to her, and it needs to be sort of turned around real fast before something bad does happen.
Oh, Jesus! Could you imagine your family moving to Ohio when you were 16?
Huh.
How would you have been with that?
Are you kidding? I didn't know Ohio existed. If I was 16. I would have been like,
Would you have moved?
I was lost enough.
I wouldn't have gone. I would have gladly just told my loser family to hit the road. I would have never, ever gone. Ever. Never. No way. I mean, you're going to a high school, you're playing sports, you got your friends. No way. I think actually
it might have been good for you. You know, if you think about it.
No, I think it's a very sad testimonial to me and my family. But when people talk about, I hear people all the time. You know, they're like, then my junior year in high school, we moved to Texas.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding?
Yeah. How?
How did you leave your friends? And what about, like you played sport? Like, did you play sports in the 10th grade? And then you're going to go to a new school? You didn't know the coach or anything?
Yeah.
Like, it was like unthinkable.
Yeah.
Unthinkable.
Yeah.
I would have gladly just stayed at the Y. Gladly. And sent them packing. Not in a million years. And you know what? I could have pulled it off, too. I mean, they would have been...
Well, it would have been about the same, right? That's what happened.
Well, they would have... No, but I mean, they would have been okay with it. I could have gotten by with it.
Oh, they would have liked that, too?
They would have let me do it. I think.
At 14?
No, not at 14, but 15 or 16. I think so, yeah. I could have stayed with a friend. I would have moved in with a friend.
Yeah.
If my family had moved. But where are they going? Bo?
Yeah.
You're 29?
Yep.
You were molested by a man.
Yeah.
Now you're a father.
Yeah.
And so what's the question?
I just wanted to make a statement that, there are people out there that have problems and that are raising their kids and have good children and are good fathers or good parents,
How old is your kid?
I have a 7-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 6-year-old baby.
How old were you when you were abused?
I was 6.
Well, you're making a point that perhaps we don't make enough, which is about 60% of people who are abused do not abuse. So
Right. Well, my wife was abused also. Nothing at all.
Oh, hey, can you guys not have any more kids, please?
No, we're stopping.
Good.
For real.
Thank you.
For real.
all right, good. You lift our spirits tonight.
Yeah. Well,
The 7-year-old's not my kid. I mean, it was hers
Oop.
before, and I'm raising him.
Okay.
On my own.
Here's how I think most of this stuff manifests itself, Bo, and God bless you for not abusing your kids.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you're a real hero these days when you don't abuse your kids. When bad things happen to you, you either go ahead and do those, or you make sure like hell you don't. Oftentimes, and then sometimes you slip and waffle a little bit.
But as you know, that when you get these sort of fixed preferences, sexual drives, like you have with the breasts, they're hard to.
How dare you?
I'm not. I'm just stating a fact.
Go ahead.
I'm not criticizing it yet.
Go ahead.
It just becomes difficult to take you off that path.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And thank God, only about 40% of the time do these arousal mechanisms get etched in that way.
Yes.
The problem is that the guys that do have that etched in want to do that repeatedly to multiple victims.
Right,
That's the horrible part of it.
But just in terms of your family and what happens to you, and do you then pass that along to your kids? There's a couple ways it can work. I mean, sometimes your family can do something to you, and you can just become your dad or become your mom, and then you can become the antithesis of them. You can say, "I'm never going to be like that."
Right.
And then sometimes you kind of do both. Like your dad was super, super cheap, right?
Right.
Like the word is that he would steal a kernel of corn off a bingo card. Like that cheap, right?
I don't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
For the sake of
Drew
argument.
said. Drew's dad was super, super cheap. Super, super incredibly cheap. Now, Drew is not cheap, but Drew has issues about money. But Drew spends a ton of money, but there's issues around. There's energy there. And it doesn't stop you from spending a lot of money. And you spend plenty on your kids. Yet there's energy there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of, it's overcome and even overcompensated for sometime, but you don't get off scot-free.
No.
There's energy surrounding it.
Yeah.
But then some of that energy is just not being like your dad. Right? I mean, you
Fighting against that.
You're fighting against it,
right.
yes.
Or being not like it, but having a super ego that is like it.
Yeah, it's just, it's an interesting thing, and you wonder what your kids will pick up from that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's going to cost them some therapy, whatever it is. It's not going to be good. It won't be pretty. Deborah?
Yes?
You're 29?
Yeah, we got to go to break.
Yeah, we got to go to break. What are you doing, Colin?
I'll wait.
What's your question?
I just broke up with somebody last week, but we were together for 14 months, and he said that he had psoriasis on his penis.
All right.
All right, hang on. It is Loveline. That's Dr. Drew. We'll get back with Deborah and the psoriasis after this. Hey, yo, Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew in the hizzy. his hizzy. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Oh, man. I got to be out in Malibu tomorrow at 8:15.
What?
Son of the Beach.
Oh, what is that now?
That's the Howard Stern produced FX show. Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Well, here's anyone who knows where Malibu is,
8 o'clock in the morning,
knows what LA's like.
You're gonna leave at 6.
Oh, not me. No. Let me tell you something. And any celebrities listening, please do this. Do that math. I worked 2 days on the show. I got about a week on this show. They're doing a big 1-hour special.
Yeah.
I got about 4 or 5 days on it. The first day I showed up at call time was noon. Got in front of the camera 4:15.
Oh.
Okay. Now here's the comedy about that. Here's my basically my policy is I just leave my house at the call time.
Right.
If the call time's noon, I leave my house at noon. And so you get there at 20 after your call time, and now instead of 4 hours to kill, you got 3 hours and 40 minutes to kill. But you know the thing that's funny? They're calling at 12:15, wondering where you are.
Yeah.
Right. Then on Friday, I worked. My call time, I think, was 10 a.m. I got in front of the camera about 12:30, and that was pretty good. That's no delays. So now my call time is 8:15 tomorrow. So what do I do?
You got a big problem with traffic, though.
Yeah.
And it's Malibu. It's not Hollywood.
Yeah, you want to know what the comedy is the call time was 8:30, and then they called and moved it to 8:15, which it doesn't sound funny yet, but wait till I'm in my trailer at 11:30 napping and haven't made a move yet. That's when the, hey, guys, glad you called and made it 8:15. Smart. Very shrewd. Because if I'd gotten here a minute after, I would only have 3 hours of downtime before we did something. I understand this is how the business works. This is exactly how it works everywhere. It's Son of the Beach. Everyone's great. Great people over there. I don't mean to disrespect them at all, but this is the way it works. Here's all I'm saying. I got to adjust for that, right?
Yeah.
So I got to figure that out. And also they do this, too. They go, well, he gets here at 8:30. You figure hour makeup, hour wardrobe, hour miscellaneous, and then he's ready. No.
Yeah. 5 minutes makeup.
9 minutes makeup, minute and a half wardrobe.
Yeah.
It's like, pow. You're just standing around.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to have to figure this out, Drew. Maybe I'll sleep there. Just go in the trailer and sleep. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just thinking,
I'm pretty miserable. This is my life. I decide.
Need to find a producer.
Why be miserable? Why be caught off guard being miserable tomorrow morning at 7? I'm going to be pre-miserable tonight.
You need to talk to a producer, not somebody accountable to a producer.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
There's nobody you can talk to. They always say this is the call time.
Yeah.
Here's when you're slated to go, and there's nobody in their right mind is going to tell you to roll in 2 hours later. Nobody. You're just. I'll just leave at like 8, and they'll be calling, and I'll tell them to relax, and I'll never do anything before 10. Okay. What's the over under for tomorrow? Call time 8:15.
10:15.
10:15.
Yeah.
That's the over under.
Yeah.
You want to go over or under on that bet?
Over.
You go over 10-15?
Yeah.
All right, I'll play devil's advocate. I'll take under. $10.
All right.
All right, 10-15. Deborah?
Yes.
All right, so you're 29.
Uh-huh.
And wait a minute. Okay. So psoriasis on the penis, right?
Yeah, I was dating a guy for about 14 months. We had unprotected sex once. Then I found out, just after we broke up, I was like, kind of messing around with him, and I'm like, what is that? And he's like, it's psoriasis. I'm like, you can't have psoriasis down there.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Sure you can.
You can?
Oh, yeah.
What is it? It's just dry skin, right?
Well, it's an inflammatory skin reaction. It's kind of like what arthritis is to your joints. That's what that is to your skin.
Well, it is his joint.
And it's the sun exposed areas, the stuff that's in the pants.
Uh-huh.
It's easier to control it in sun exposed areas.
Is it common?
Yes. Is it just on his penis, or is it in other places?
No,
too?
it's just on the tip of his penis. And to be real honest, it sounds really funny, but it's I guess it's where the rubber rubs up against him.
Just the tip.
Why is that funny?
Well,
it's not ha-ha funny. It's peculiar funny.
Well, I wonder if that's just where maybe he has a condom allergy.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah, the only way they can really make a diagnosis of psoriasis is with biopsy.
Well, also, on psoriasis, I mean, maybe I'm nutty here, but isn't the skin on the head of your penis different than the flesh that's on the penis?
Yes.
And wouldn't that flesh on the penis be more the area that would get these skin disorders?
Whenever I've seen psoriasis, it's been on the shaft. And it's been on people who have psoriasis everywhere.
Yeah, it sounds, by the time it gets to the penis, it's gotten
because
everywhere.
It's usually on what's called extensor surfaces. It's back here, like on your elbows.
Yeah. Why is that? Why on the outside of that elbow?
That's just the way where psoriasis is. You sure he doesn't mean eczema?
No, he said psoriasis,
Right.
and he puts a psoriasis gel on it, too, which I don't understand.
Hey, Deborah?
Yeah.
How much...
Adam uses a psoriasis gel, too.
Yeah, I use it on my penis, too, but it's just whatever's handy.
Okay.
How much time you going to invest in your ex-boyfriend's penis?
Oh, no, I'm not at all. It was a concern, because I didn't know what it was.
She's been calling for 6 months.
Well, you thought that, you got herpes, or...
Well, I didn't know what it was. So.
That does not sound like anything contagious.
You didn't get anything.
Well, I don't know. We just broke up.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Good times. Well, maybe it's herpes.
No.
Oh, well, that thanks a lot.
That doesn't go on the head either, does it?
Yeah, it does. But
it does?
Yeah, but
bad times.
It doesn't come...
Yeah, see, it wasn't there all the time. It was there sporadically, so that's why I was kind of...
Was it sort of red, scaly?
It wasn't scaly. It was just red and dry.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I've never heard of that. I asked my doctor. My doctor never heard of it, so I figured, okay, turn to the expert.
Never heard of psoriasis on the penis?
Well, he's never come across a case.
Well, I've seen it, but not exclusively there.
Oh, okay.
And as you mentioned, it's where the rubber hits the road, so to speak. And certainly latex allergies are terribly common, so I'd be more concerned with that. And sometimes the things that treat psoriasis will also treat allergies and eczema. So
okay, good times. Jason?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Yeah. Whoa.
I smell bogus already.
Yeah, me too.
No, you caught me off guard. I've never been on any kind of live program before.
Okay.
Oh, God, where do I start? See, I've been going out with this girl for 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Since you were 11?
Yeah, since I was 11.
And since she was 11 also?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to school together for a great while.
A great while.
Okay.
And over the years, we became progressively more compassionate. Eventually...
Why don't we give Jason
can't articulate yourself any better than that.
Let's give him a few minutes to organize his thoughts, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, I think we ought to give him all the way through puberty. You think a few minutes is going to help him? Hey, Jason, what's the question? Go ahead. Go.
I've been going out with her for 5 years. Last summer, she went away to this camp, in Pennsylvania or something.
Mm-hmm.
The sleepaway camp.
Mm-hmm.
And so we didn't really talk to each other over summer break.
Right.
And
I'm wondering, I've tried to call her repeatedly, and it doesn't seem like her parents are giving her the messages.
Or maybe they are, and she just doesn't want to reconnect.
Well, I doubt it because
You can't do that.
I'm like the only person who she's ever loved, and that.
All right, hold on.
Oh, boy.
Boy, it's great, that 16-year-old mind, which is, here's the deal. Here's that 16-year-old male mind. She said she loved me,
Therefore.
or loved me, and that's it. I mean, then she will be in love with me until I am done being in love with her.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We got to talk a little bit to him. We got to straighten the guy out.
Yeah, okay. We'll drop the axe when we come back. Yo,
Hey,
my song.
You
This
know,
is my song.
I swear to
Drew.
God, I heard this song playing. We were out with the System of a Down the other night. This is what I heard.
Oh, when I walked into the Armenian restaurant?
Yes, I heard it. I heard the song.
Bouncing in slow motion, giving the finger pull the trigger gun thing to all the Armenian waiters.
Dark room, took a couple beats too long for you to take your sunglasses off.
Yep.
Oh, this is what I heard, though. They heard the other song. No, wait a minute. I heard the other song. They heard this one.
That's right. All righty. It is Loveline. I'm Adam. That's true. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Let's hop back to the phones and speak to Jason. Now, what was Jason's deal?
Jason had been dating a girl since they were 11.
Oh, yeah.
And now she went away to some camp in Pennsylvania, and she will not return his calls. And it must be, Adam, that the parents are not giving her the message.
That's right. Hey, Jason?
Yeah.
Well, let's just say, when did she get back from camp?
The end of summer break.
She
6 months ago, 4 months ago.
How many months ago did she when school started is when she got
school started.
So we're past Christmas vacation now, right?
Yeah, well, I've been trying to call since like this problem occurred.
The problem.
Yeah, since you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she never gave you any breakup or note or anything?
Well, here would be my question. Let's just say, hypothetically, that the parents weren't passing along the message that you called.
Yeah.
Wouldn't she call you?
No, because she's like ADHD, which is like attention deficit hyper disorder.
She forgot she had a boyfriend, or?
No, she probably just spaced out on.
I mean, she goes to dial and then gets distracted.
Probably.
No, Jason, use your brain for a second here, buddy. Why, if she were your girlfriend, why wouldn't she call you?
HVAC. HVAC. That's the heating and air. Yeah. Why wouldn't she? Didn't she call you before?
No, she didn't call me. Last time she called me was before she went to.
But that, Jason, that
I know when you guys were together. I mean, when she was your girlfriend before, didn't she call you?
No, I called her all the
She
time.
never called you.
All right.
Never.
One time to reply to plans that I had.
In the
5 years.
5 years of dating her, she never called you.
Yeah, it was off and on. It was like really weird. It's hard to describe. We probably went on like one date a year at average.
For 5 years.
Yeah, I know, it's really pathetic. I just get really caught up in my schoolwork, so it's hard to tell.
Hold on a second. The Earth to Jason. Boy, he is orbiting Saturn at this point. It started off with his girlfriend of 5 years, and that sort of deteriorated to they'd went out on approximately a date a year, and she was mostly because he got pretty caught up in his schoolwork. You know how it is, Drew. You're dating somebody, you get...
Well, I don't come home for days at a
You have a
time.
trig exam, and 8 months goes by without making a call. Now, Drew, before you were confused. You thought, hey, this girl dated this guy for 5 years, went away to camp, and never broke it off.
Right.
That seems weird.
Now, I think if we were to talk to her...
There was nothing to break off.
Right.
Jason?
Yeah.
Have you ever had sex with her?
We've gotten... Not really.
Have you just made out with her?
We've ever gotten is basically like foreplay or something.
You mean making out?
Kissing?
Making out,
Grabbed a little outside sweater boob?
No, not even that.
Exploration, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You never got any OSB? Outside sweater boob? or oriented strand board, depending on where you are?
Well, it's not like we haven't seen each other naked. We've done that.
Right. You've closed your eyes and seen her naked?
No, like open eyes, like
exploratory?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but anyway, here we are after Christmas break.
Yeah.
And the last time you spoke to her was before she went away to camp in the middle of the summer?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a date with her?
Prom last year.
Prom last year.
Yeah.
So nearly a year ago.
Yeah, so nearly a year ago.
Yeah. That's not exactly a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship.
I know. It's very weird.
No.
It's not that weird. It's just not
what you say
your
it is.
girlfriend.
Yeah, just not what you think it is.
Well,
the weird part is you calling her your girlfriend.
Well, that's basically what she is, because I don't know how to describe it other than, because every time I call her, she gets like all energetic and happy, and all of a sudden,
That doesn't make her a girlfriend.
I know that.
She doesn't, but she doesn't pick up the phone anymore, does she?
I don't know.
Well, when's the last time you called her and she answered the phone?
Last year.
Well,
usually it's her parents saying she's not home or she's busy.
Well, you say last year, but we're barely into this year, so how many months ago?
Like last school year.
Like 8 months ago.
Oh, you mean like May or June?
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. Drew, when you're, by the way, when you're 16, tell me, everyone, think about this.
In 16-year-old years?
When you're in the 10th grade and you spoke to somebody, before summer break, say mid-May of your 10th grade year, and now you're in the 11th grade and you're past Christmas vacation, that's a lifetime, isn't it?
It's a new life that's come around. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Jason.
Yeah?
Well, she's not your girlfriend.
Well, actually, to let you know, just I'm in 10th grade.
Okay, but she's not your girlfriend.
Okay, then what do I call her?
Then what?
Somebody you had a couple dates with.
Oh.
Okay, let's just call her, the best you could say, she's your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And even that's stretching the truth just a little bit.
She's very emotional, so if I'm trying to figure out how to break it to her nicely that we're pretty much over, because she's
I'll tell you.
kind of like a child,
listen.
You gotta explain, this is over, but I don't know exactly how to break it to her.
Jason, let me tell you something. You break up with her and her world is coming apart.
I know. This is the problem.
Yeah, it's tough when you got to let a kid down that way. Yeah. Well, I'll be her. All right?
All right.
No, I don't know, Gwen, that's bad.
All right. Jason, do you think you'll even talk to her again? How are you going to break up with her?
I was thinking about sending her a letter.
Okay.
Okay, do that. Write her a letter.
It's just I'm very, very dysgraphic.
Right. Oh, you can't write?
Right.
Well, do you have an assistant?
No.
You have an assistant?
I stopped being my assistant a while ago.
Okay. Well, I'd say wait for her to call you.
No.
No, don't wait, but move on.
Move on. There you go.
How about get another girlfriend, buddy?
All right.
Yeah, you're a successful guy. You're 16 years old. You're going to school, right?
Yeah, I'm going to school. I'm going to a
and she does.
She 70 kids.
She doesn't go to your school.
No.
Okay, you find somebody at school.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
might
okay.
Be familiar with the fraud.
Okay. All right. Because listen, if he dumps her, she could try something stupid. You know what I mean? He drops that bomb on her. Her world comes apart. Next thing you know, she's in the tub. Puddle of blood, water running. Paramedics rushing in, but it's too late. You don't toy with someone like that. Do you know what I mean? She might not be able to handle Jason, dropping that kind of bomb.
It's been such a lengthy, passionate affair.
It's tough. It's tough when you got to let him go that way.
Hey, Matt, 25.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Wait a minute, man.
How's that conversation? I go, hey, baby, I'm sorry, and don't try to argue with me. I got to cut you loose. Who is this? Jason. Who? Jason? Oh, from Sleepaway Camp? No. I don't know. Let me check my yearbook. Well, anyway, while you're checking, I got to dump you.
Awful.
I want you to know that I'm going to start seeing other people, too. And I suggest you, tough as it may, you get back on that horse, too. You got to live again, baby.
All right, Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, I've been listening to you guys forever. Like, the first time I listened was when Poor Man was with you guys.
Ooh, forever.
Oh, first call I ever heard was some guy thinking he could make his penis longer by hanging a sledgehammer from it.
What's happening there, Matt?
Well, some time ago, my girlfriend, I don't know, we were just doing the thing, making the rap, you know.
Making the
Yeah.
She claims that she has no clitoris. Have you ever heard of that?
Interesting.
No, there's not unless somebody cut it off. But what?
Cut it off.
There is
Well,
such a thing as that.
Okay, I've never experienced that, you know.
Somebody cut her clitoris off?
No, he's never experienced a no clitoris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a convenient excuse for not orgasming.
Right.
Well, we haven't had sex or anything.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even gone down there with my hands yet or anything, you know.
She gave you this talk before you even went down there, huh?
Basically, maybe she's just, like, scared to do anything, you know.
It's interesting.
Mm.
Where did she say it went?
Where did she say what went?
Her clitoris.
She just said she didn't have one.
Sleepaway camp.
Sleepaway camp. No, there's no such thing as...
Why? Could one not be born without a clitoris?
I've never heard of that.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Well, she told you this. Well, that's kind of nice. Takes the pressure off. You go in loose on
No,
the first...
she means that she can't have an orgasm. That's what she means.
Probably.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 21.
Okay. And why did she bring this up, you think? She was just giving you a little heads up?
So to speak?
Probably. Yeah. Just, maybe she was just scared and...
Okay.
Maybe she was curious. Maybe if I went down there, maybe I got surprised or something, but...
Yeah. She didn't want your head to explode searching for a clitoris that never existed.
I mean, because she's probably a virgin.
Probably,
So,
right? Yeah.
Well, she hasn't told me if she's done it or not.
Maybe she doesn't even know what she's talking about. I think that's more likely the case.
Really?
Tim, I mean, Matt, is she pretty stupid?
No.
Inexperienced?
Inexperienced.
Okay. Where'd you meet her?
Huh? At a party.
Okay. What'd she do?
What does she do?
What does she do?
Oh, what does she do? She just works and goes to school.
Okay.
What does she do for her work?
She just works at like Target or something, stocking and stuff like that.
Okay. How long you two been going out?
About 2 years.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Wait a minute.
2 years. Wait a minute.
Hold on a second. He's a little unclear about many things in her life.
Oh my God, 2 years.
You thought if he'd said
2 weeks.
If he'd said 2 weeks, you'd been all right with him. If
2
he
months.
said 2 months, you'd be like, holy
What?
crap. 2 years.
I didn't even hear it. It took a beat.
Didn't register.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Religious, kind of, you know, and she just doesn't go there.
Right.
And so it's kind of, I just didn't want to push the issue
And Matt,
yeah.
but what would you say her strongest attributes are as a person? What's good about her?
What's good about her?
Mm-hmm.
When she knows.
I just want to see if we can step in and check it out.
You know, she sets goals and she does what she can to achieve them.
Mm-hmm.
Sets goals.
What are some of her latest goals?
You're bad. Okay.
Just trying to figure out what she wants to do, you know, as a major and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And who would you say some of her greatest influences would be? Spiritually, emotionally, or celebrities even?
Probably her parents.
Parents?
Oh, that's it? Okay. All right, so she's a religious person.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
All right, so no clitoris, and what's the farthest you've gotten with her in 2 years?
Just like feeling her breasts and stuff like that.
You're a 25-year-old guy. You're gonna wait till you get married.
Pretty much.
You're gonna
I
get.
mean, I've already, I'm not a virgin or anything, but I've just kind of made choices in my life.
So you're
changing around and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You used to be a junkie or something? You
Almost.
killed somebody? What happened?
Oh no, I never killed nobody. But
Okay. What do you do? Something with stucco?
nah. Why?
What do you do for a living?
Right now I'm just working for the church and stuff.
Okay. All right.
You're gay.
Good.
Well, one day you'll
No, you're
find
not
out. One day you'll find out whether she has said clitoris or not.
No, it's good. It sounds like you guys share values in common, and
Right.
she has gone on about her anatomy, but you have no way of knowing what the reality is there until it comes time that you find out. And it will not be that she has no clitoris.
I'll tell
Though
you
she may well have orgasmic problems.
the kiss of death for careers is the right now. That prefaces the what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. Right now, I'm fill in the blank.
ask me what I'm doing.
What are you doing for a living right now, Adam?
You're such a retard. You have to actually work the right now. You have to work the right now.
What are you doing for a living, Adam?
Oh, screw you. You don't know what you're doing. You have to work right now.
I didn't hear that I did that. It's funny. That's the comedy.
He's unusable, this Drew. He's completely unusable. You can't even be recycled, Drew. I have to put you in a Cuisinart and pour you into a mold of another human. All right. Are you mad yet? There's even no role playing with you. You're worse than our callers. Josh?
Yes.
Ask me what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Right now, that's where you just run. You run. If you're on a date with someone, you ask them what they're doing, and you hear them say right, just start running.
Usually doesn't start with well, right, then you're out.
Right. That's when you start.
Yeah.
Right. Well, right now,
Yeah.
you know what's another bad one? Currently. You got to run when you hear currently, too. Well, currently...
Isn't there also, when people seem to also, when they say, I'm working and going to school?
That's always bad, too.
Yeah.
Sounds ambitious.
Because when they're going to school and working to
Always
pay for
bad.
school, no. When they tell you they're going to school.
Yes.
They're just going to school.
Working and going to school is worse than working, and working 3 jobs is worse than working 1 job. I haven't really figured it out, but that's the way it seems to work. So, Josh.
Yeah.
What's up right now?
All right. Well, okay. I'm 19 and everything. I've had this girlfriend for about the last 3.5 years. That we started pretty early and everything, and we got sexually active pretty quick, and it was a really good relationship. And but just we kind of had our problems towards the end. You know, it was like an off and on thing.
What were the problems?
Well, just like she started, you know, just kind of I don't know what you would call it. I would just call it being pretty much a slut. And she started going off probably a couple times, and I mean I did my share of it too. But just going around, and she didn't really sleep with the other guys, but you know they just happened to find their way down her pants and everything. But I guess we kind of broke up and everything, and it's been a while, and we really stayed out of contact for about a couple months. But and I met this really nice girl actually, and she's just great, and she's a virgin and everything, and it's just I really find myself wanting to spend time with her a lot, and we do. And she's just a great girl, and but you know, lately it's just like I'm kind of back in town. I was away for a while, and I just find myself back with my ex-girlfriend every, you know, a couple times a week.
Where is this great girl that you have a new relationship with?
Well, she's here in my hometown where I was. I went away for a while for some training, so.
And
Est?
The military.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yes.
So,
and are you a boyfriend and girlfriend with the virgin girl?
No, right now we're just friends, but it's like there's potential. It's just kind of in that early stage relationship thing, and
Okay. Well, why don't you ask her out?
That's probably going to happen one of these days. I mean, it is going to happen. It's just that like right now I don't feel like I should, because it's just I feel like I'm still being this kind of like asshole guy that's still getting with his.
How often are you getting together with the old girlfriend?
Twice a week.
I would go with that. You know, just probably a good twice a week.
And what does your ex-girlfriend think is going on?
She's pretty much okay with it. Actually.
No. What does she think? Does she think you guys are getting back together?
She's she's all on this kick like she's still a senior this year, and she's still on this thing like where she wants to after all this, after being boyfriend girlfriend all this time, and she just wants to kind of, and after we finally broke up because of all this, she just wants to have some time alone to, just figure out what she wants in life.
Listen,
But
John, this is sort of this is certainly not of Loveline caliber problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seems to me Josh is a well put together guy. He's capable of having really good relationships. He picks good people. He has found another good one. He's just having trouble giving up the sex from the other one. He's not hurting her because it sounds like it's consensual. She too is sort of addictively involved with him, and she wants to get on and start meeting other people. It's just like stopping smoking or anything else. You just got to stop and get focused on this new relationship, and it won't be as sort of gratifying because you're not going to have the physical element in there that you've got with the old relationship. But you're a smart guy. You know what a good relationship is. You're going to have to commit to that and go down and focus on that for a little while.
All right.
Right?
It's time to grow up.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
It sounds like he's got his best together.
Seems like a decent guy, and you can focus and you can change. And if you want to be a good boyfriend and you want to be faithful and all that sort of stuff, then you can do that.
He doesn't even have to do that because he doesn't have another girlfriend yet, and he's not hurting the old girlfriend because she wants to kind of end it too.
I know, but he's saying he wants to start up with this
and
version.
he should,
girl.
right, he should.
And he's not sure he's ready to rise to that challenge.
Yeah.
Jenny?
Yeah.
You've slept with 7. Hold on. What happened? She slept with 7 of her friends' boyfriends?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Right.
7 of your friends' boyfriends? Wow. You stinking whore. That must be like every one of your friends, right?
No.
You have 8 friends? There's one that's still not checked off the list?
Those are ex-friends.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I do lose a lot of my friends that way.
So you have had sex with 7 of your friends' boyfriends?
Yeah.
Wow. And they all go for it, huh?
Yeah. I think that might be why I do it. I don't know.
Because they're willing to have sex with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fact that I can pull them away from.
What's the question? You want to stop doing this?
Yeah, I'm just wondering why I do that.
Ooh. Yeah, there's probably a whole bunch of reasons. We'll get into them. We got to take a little break. Then we'll get back and we'll pick you apart and we'll put you back together, but only halfway.
Okay.
And not quite in the right order. There'll be some pieces missing. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Jenny, hang on.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back with Jenny after this. They don't know you, right?
What do they owe you?
We're on the air. Sorry, he's yelling at Drew about how delusional people are. Hey, wait, what's going on? Loveline! I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number. Yeah, forget about that phone number. You don't need that number. It's only going to make you want to call. All right. Now, when we left off, we're speaking to Jenny. Jenny's 16. She slept with 7 of her girlfriend's boyfriends, and she wants to stop before she screws again. Jenny?
Yeah.
Or do you want to stop?
Yeah.
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 What happened to you, baby? Where's Daddy?
His dad, well, he had lung cancer about 2 years ago, and he died.
Yeah. I think this is more pissed off at Mom. And this is definitely, Dad's not there.
What's Mom doing? You mad at Mom?
No. She got remarried.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh,
how long
so
before?
soon?
Yeah, how long after your dad passed did she get remarried?
Well, they had been divorced for a couple of years before that.
Oh, okay. How do you like stepdad?
Not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there a stepdad alive who put it this way?
The opposite
Is
sex.
there a teenage daughter?
Yes.
Now, it'll happen with males once in a while. Is there a teenage daughter who likes her stepdad?
No.
I don't think that man's been born.
No. Well, unless he was with her since he was like 2.
Right.
Then occasionally.
Okay. So then, what's bad about stepdad?
Well, he's just kind of an ass, but I don't really think it has much to do with him because this all started before they got married. Before my mom even met him.
Okay.
So how long you been at this?
Huh?
How long you been at this?
Since the end of my freshman year.
Since you were 14.
Yeah.
And did anything bad happen to you growing up?
I don't think so.
Nothing we need to know about?
I don't remember.
Was your dad a good guy before he passed away?
Yeah.
Did anybody suggest that maybe anything happened to you?
No.
When did you lose your virginity?
When I was 14.
All right. Do you ever have a boyfriend yourself?
Yeah.
What happens with those relationships?
I just get bored with them.
Yeah.
It's no fun.
Not arousing enough.
Yeah.
Are you good looking?
Well, not to sound stuck up, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you kind of know that guys like you?
Yeah.
Okay. And you sort of take advantage of it?
I guess.
But also you must hang around with idiots, too.
Why?
Well, I mean, these guys that are screwing their girlfriend's friend, these aren't great guys. Did you ever fall in love with any of these guys?
No.
Not interested, huh?
Were you just interested in hurting your girlfriends?
No, not at all.
Well, why you're not in love with these guys, you don't like these guys, and you don't want to hurt your girlfriend, so what's the point here?
Why are you sleeping with them?
Why am I? I don't know. I think probably just the fact that I can get them to cheat on their girlfriends.
But I thought you didn't want to hurt. I thought you didn't want to hurt your girlfriends.
Huh?
I thought you didn't want to hurt your girlfriends.
Well, not my girlfriends, but just the fact that a guy would do that, you know, leave
So-
her for me.
But aren't you concerned that you're going to hurt your girlfriends?
Yeah.
But that's not as important as sort of the triumph.
Well, it is. That's why I want to stop.
Well, why don't you just stop? I mean, it's you're being a bad person. Can you stop doing that?
I don't.
You can't control yourself to that point?
I probably could if I was like sober all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say this is addicts do this kind of thing.
Do you have to me too? It sounds like a self-esteem issue.
Well, it's an emptiness issue. She is really empty, and then drugs and alcohol, what she's using to fill, and then she fills with people. And
what? Why do you think Why do you think you're so empty?
I don't know.
You didn't feel good growing up? And feel good about yourself?
Not very much.
What kind of relationship would you like to have with a guy?
I don't like guys that are like overly nice.
Right. You have to have a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure your dad wasn't an a-hole?
He could have been sometimes. I don't remember that much though. I haven't lived with him since I was in like kindergarten.
Oh, so he just kind of abandoned the family?
No, my mom left him.
Why?
I think he was an alcoholic.
Where's my bourbon?
There we go.
And then so you're going down that path too now, huh?
I hope not.
Well, doesn't it seem like
seems
it?
like it. Okay, so how about you start with
Jenny?
What if she stops the booze?
If she stops, the big thing with her, yes, her disease is activating. Yes, she's got momentum with substances. Yes, a lot of these behaviors are when she's on drugs or alcohol. But the big issue here is that abandonment, that emptiness, and she's got to fill that void. She's got to be able to have relationships with real people without sabotaging them, without getting bored. And it may not be possible.
Well, as long as she's hot looking,
but it may not be possible without.
She's got to fatten up.
It may not be possible without therapy. That's right. That becomes her liability now, because there's that gratification. She can always go for that and fill that void in that moment, get that arousal, and pow. And then she feels triumphant in the moment, and then crappy about herself immediately following. It's the shame that she's carrying around with her that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah,
that's an awful, awful life to be living in.
Okay. So stop the booze and keep the legs together. Thank you.
If you,
Sandra,
an aspirin between her legs. That's the answer. But listen, if you can, Jenny, if you're motivated, a 12-step recovery program would help you with this.
All right, Sandra.
Hello.
Sandra.
Yes.
You're 20. What's up?
Okay, I just have a question. Okay, I got a shot from Planned Parenthood, which is Depo-Vera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and me and my boyfriend had sex. And then he came inside, so I had called them to ask them if I needed to get the morning after pill. And the lady had told me I did, but I thought that the shot works as soon as I get it. So my question is, do I need the morning after pill or not?
How long after the shot did you have the intercourse?
6 days after.
I think you should be in pretty good shape there. What?
Somebody told me recently about a family member who got a Depo shot and had sex and got pregnant.
In the first week?
Yeah.
I was just thinking it might be a safeguard against that. Boy, it's a lot of hormone. I think...
Well, what did they say at Planned Parenthood?
Okay, I had got it, and I asked the lady, how long does it take for it to work? And she said, technically, it works as soon as you get the shot.
But I think there is some added risk up to about a week, if I remember right. Did she tell you that too?
Did she want you to take the morning after pill?
No, the lady that I talked to was one of the people that answers the phone.
Right.
And she put me on hold, and she says, yeah, you need to take the morning after pill. And I said...
Yeah, I think that first week it might be a
Did I
reasonable...
just say, did she want you to take the morning after pill?
Yeah, so I just called to make sure if I should or shouldn't, because...
I think it would be a reasonable safeguard to do that in that first week.
Yeah, if you called the place that gave you the depot shot, explained to them the circumstances, and they said, yes, you should do this, and I would say, yes, you should do it.
Yeah, but then my problem is, I went yesterday to go get it, on Saturday, and they said that they don't give it out until Tuesday, and I need it by tomorrow.
Oof.
And so...
Well...
So I don't know what I'm going to do, because that's the only place that gives it to me free.
What do you mean they don't give it out until Tuesday?
Because I had went Saturday, and I had said I need because I had called the number, and they said, oh, just go in, just as a walk-in, or just, you don't need an appointment.
Right.
So I went to one, and they said, oh, we don't give them out or something, and they said, oh, we're only open till the afternoon. And then after I had remembered that I went on, like, the week before, and they said that they don't accept walk-ins until before 1. So if I were to go after 1, how am I supposed to get it?
After 1 on Monday.
Yeah, they're like, well, we don't accept walk-ins until...
And you need it in the morning?
Yeah, and I can't go in the morning.
You're in Los Angeles, try the Pasadena Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
Okay. And
is walk-in a slang for some nationality, like Mexican or black?
And
or
it's probably not that big a deal.
Those are people just come in?
I bet you're covered, yes, just walk in.
Interesting.
I bet you're covered. And
I didn't know
listen, in Los Angeles now, you can get this without a prescription.
I thought walk-in might be for like Koreans. It's goddamn walk-ins.
Look.
I was hanging out.
I'm every day trying to work out a thing where we can set up a protocol. Just a group of physicians that set up a protocol the pharmacist can sign up to anytime they want, and we can refer kids to that 24/7.
I see.
So,
yeah,
working on that.
All right. Well, you keep going. Meanwhile, everyone's getting pregnant. What are you doing with all those condoms? You sell to friends? No, I'm a hornet. Don't I know you? That's when Drew used to go to Chinatown to buy condoms, everybody. What year would that be, Drew? 1976.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
1976?
Yeah.
Oh, what did your hair look like?
Oh, Leif Garrett, was that his name?
Leif
Garrett.
Not Leif. Leif. Yeah. So 1976, Drew would go to Chinatown to buy his condoms because he had a steady girlfriend. He didn't want to get her pregnant. He was smart. He was Drew. But he's a passionate man. And he couldn't go to any of the pharmacies in his hometown of Pasadena because his dad was a doctor. They would have ratted him out. And they didn't sell them at the 7-Elevens or the liquor stores.
Oh, they didn't sell them. And back then you had to get the pharmacist.
You had to go get the pharmacist. You had to go to the very back of the place and go get that old man.
Line up the old lady.
Aren't you the Pinsky boy? Oh, yeah. I baked some muffins. I'd like you to give them to your mother. Now, what do you want, son?
Pen, comb.
Comb. Do you have mints?
Enema kit. Try to get something bad in there. It's the misdirection.
Yeah, give me some Calpectate.
Do you have any chemotherapy agents here?
And case condoms. And Drew would have to buy in bulk because he couldn't schlep down to Chinatown every weekend to go grab a few condoms. You'd buy what, 20 at a time? 40?
20 what?
How many condoms would you buy at a time when you went down to Chinatown? I don't know. What do they come in, a brick? What is a lot of condoms?
With a
they're all
fuse
strung
at
together.
the end.
You can light them off. But see, he was smart. He'd go down to Chinatown. He knew all the round eyes looked alike. I mean, listen, they look alike to us. We got to look alike to them. And they know none of those guys. Those guys, they got chickens hanging up in the window and stuff. And, you know, they got, like, roots and everywhere. Those guys, none of them talk to your dad.
No.
So you just go in there and get your own, get your condoms.
But
was it the same place? You know, the same guy?
The insanity is that the barrier was so high for kids to get that stuff then. I mean, it was like tall order.
It wasn't easy.
Tall order.
They give you any crap?
Oh, yeah.
They did the Chinese guys?
Oh, wherever. It was always
you going, horny? I see you here. I see you here last month. You buy brick. What you got, brothel? How many penis you have? 10? Holy smoke. You passionate man. You not come back. You back for business. You spook local. You blondie. Look like Leif Garrett. Drew with a big fresh case of condoms speeding back to Pasadena to have sex with his girlfriend at 16. Oh, yeah. Where'd you keep those things? So you keep them hidden somewhere? In the car?
I don't remember.
Must have kept them in the trunk of the car or
probably.
something.
Under the car.
Wait a minute. You Pinsky boy. I know your father. Wait till he hear about this. He gonna be very interested to hear how many condoms you buy. You want to buy some fireworks, too? How about ginseng root? How about a finger trap? A connect finger. Very funny. Ha! Mary,
Yeah,
you're 18?
yeah.
What's up?
Well, since last summer, I've hooked up with about 7 or 8 guys, and I was wondering if you think it's emotionally unhealthy just to hook up with guys for physical gratification without having a real relationship, because
What does hooking up mean? It's always a vague term.
Everything except for sex.
7 or 8 guys. Where do you meet these guys?
Well, a couple guys like in Tijuana, because I go to UCSD, so it's pretty close.
With these? So you're in college, and this is your freshman year, and you're just hooking up all over the place.
Yeah, and this is like
You'll grow out of this.
that's what my therapist says, but I don't think that that's what's going on.
Well, you think you're up to something?
Yeah.
All right.
Do these guys go to UCSD and you hook up with them in TJ, or are these locals?
I don't know.
Maybe you don't know.
I don't talk to them, like,
At all?
not really.
What language? You know what language they speak?
English, yeah. They're American guys.
Do they seem like college kids?
Yeah, they're all college kids.
At UCSD?
No, like kids from San Diego colleges.
One of the colleges nearby?
Yeah.
And you hook up, you sort of mess around with them, and then you go on about your business?
Yeah.
Where do you mess around with them?
Well, like if it's a party at a house or...
No, like in TJ.
Yeah, in the club, whatever.
How much action can you get on a dance floor? You make out.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's in TJ, but like sometimes I'll meet a guy somewhere else.
Are you depressed?
I've had a lot of problems. Like all through high school, I was really depressed. I'd never had any friends or talked to anybody.
And now you're seeing a therapist?
Yeah, and so ever since I've been on my antidepressants, I've like been talking to people and making friends. And
Well, Mary, listen. You're thinking about these things. You're investigating. You're under supervision. You're under care. You're getting therapy. You're doing what would be sort of generally called normal freshman behavior. And yes, indeed, it always does mean something when people do that kind of thing. And mostly people kind of get through that and figure out what makes them happy, what kind of relationships they want to have. And you're probably going through that same thing. You may have a little more meaning because of your history, and you may be working on some issues in therapy, and it may be sort of expressing itself through these relationships. But all things being equal, the behaviors are in the realm of normal. What'd you say, Adam?
Where'd you get the money to buy these condos? I mean, that's some pocket change back then. I mean, condoms weren't free back then.
It was like $20. That's what I remember.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, condoms, I don't know, $1 a piece now, or 50 cents, or whatever, or free
inflation
at a gay club. But I mean, they cost a little more back then, didn't they?
No.
Same price?
Less.
Less?
I think.
No, they wouldn't be less. They couldn't be less.
Well, there was no fancy stuff back then. It was all...
Yeah, it's just a basic stuff.
Some actual sheep stomach.
What you want, large or extra large? So, I mean, where'd you get the money? Where'd you have? Do you have a job?
Yeah, I did work.
You did work? Had money saved up?
Yeah.
Your folks know that money they're giving you was going to condom money?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know where that money came from.
All right, let's think about that. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Hey, y'all. Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Drew. Phone number. Oh, no. I'm reading these questions. All right, there's one that says boobs down here, so let's talk to this one. Patrick?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah. Okay, my
Whoa.
I'm sorry?
Hold on, we just want to hear the Santa Fe Pacific going by there.
The what?
Go ahead, what's up?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay,
You know that train that's going by your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, my girlfriend she went to the doctor's a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago.
What?
And when she called me before she left, and she said that she was just going for a usual checkup.
Do you live at the train station?
No, I about a mile away from my house.
Okay. All right.
I've not heard train whistles like that ever.
All right, what's
Like
up?
a movie about the turn of the century. Go ahead.
Okay, and she told me that she was just going for an annual checkup,
Mhm.
and she said that she's getting something else checked, but she didn't want to tell me what it was. I says, okay, well, will you tell me when you get back? She says, well, if there's anything wrong, she will. Well, when she called me when she got home, she said there was nothing wrong, but I still wanted to know what it was. And now she, I kind of figured out that it was her boobs. And, now when we make out or when we do whatever, she won't let me touch them. So
she let you touch him before?
yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It's
How did you figure out it was her boobs?
it's basically like playing 20 questions.
And then since then she... the train distracted us. And then since then she won't let you touch them? Or she already would have not let you touch them before you guessed?
No, she won't let me touch them since she went to the doctor's.
Right, since he guessed.
Yeah.
Right, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So, why don't you ask her what's up with that?
Well, I've been trying, and she just won't tell me what it is. And she says, well, because it's embarrassing.
But that you can't... have you seen them?
Yeah.
Whether they look any different?
No, they look perfectly normal to me,
But you can look at them, but you can't touch them.
basically.
Basically.
I could, you could touch, I can't push on them or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't squeeze her or anything like
Did
that.
she maybe have some discharge from the nipple or something?
I'm not sure.
I bet you that's what it was, and that's sort of embarrassing her for some reason.
Mhm.
Is she on any medication?
Yeah,
Just very quickly. Any medication? Oh, no, wrong.
Oh, crap. What's he on for?
Is she on any medication, Patrick?
Not that I know of.
All right. Well, women can sometimes produce breast milk. Pregnancy, stimulation, like with your mouth or your hand, thyroid problems, medication. So she may be getting that checked out.
You know, the only part that I find more distracting than the background sound is the across-the-board refusal to acknowledge it by the people who call the show.
Yeah.
That's the part I get obsessed with it.
But see, what you see, normal human brains, their first order of business is screening out background noise.
What did you say?
Yeah,
I'm not listening.
That's what I'm saying. Anything that is sort of repetitive or unusable is screened out.
Yes.
Your brain doesn't do that. Your brain,
it doesn't. Yeah,
your
you're
brain
right.
attaches to those things and tries to and just obsesses about them.
Yeah.
That's why you don't sleep at night.
It's a great life. It's great. Nick,
Yeah.
you take Percocet
Yeah.
and lower tab for good times, for fun.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
I'm just wondering what the long-term effects are.
Well, it's heroin in a pill basically. It's
Is
the most serious form of addiction you can get.
Is meth worse than that? Because I did meth for a long time, a few years back, but I've been clean since '97.
Well, you're not clean. You're just switching drugs.
Yeah, no, I've only done these pills for a couple months.
All right. Well, you're in.
Right.
And were you in recovery from the meth? You're just not using.
Just not using it all.
Yeah. So predictably, you would go back to something. That's the way addiction. That's the way addiction is. It comes back again unless you do something
Right.
to treat it.
And I also started to smoke. I quit smoking for 5 years, and then just barely started that too.
I'm talking pot.
No, cigarettes.
All right. But you've upped the ante now. This Lortab, Percocet, opiates, they are much more difficult to kick than any other drugs.
Really?
They are themselves not more harmful to your brain. The amphetamine was worse for your brain and will give you a lot more psychiatric symptomatology and actually can cause brain damage, we think. Opiates, Percocet, Lortab, will not do that, but it causes profound addiction. The other thing that's recently been observed is that the medication in Lortab and Vicodin causes deafness. And if you're starting to have hearing problem, it will become progressive and severe. You should see an otologist immediately.
What are they? Otologist?
Or ear, nose, and throat. Otolaryngologist.
Holy yes. I never even heard of that one. Lisa?
Yeah?
You're 17, you can't make your boyfriend have an orgasm?
Yeah.
Well, he may have. How old is he?
He's 17.
Does he have them on his own?
Yeah, he said he does.
So he's all right when he's
Tell him to cut
beating
back
off?
on that.
Huh?
Tell him to cut back on that, huh?
Yeah, I told him to, and he said he would.
Okay.
Well, he didn't. He didn't.
Well,
What?
See if he can do it in front of you.
Okay.
That's a nice step in the right direction.
I told him to try it. I'm like, okay, just finish it off, and he won't. He doesn't want to.
Well, he's nervous. He's a little uptight.
Oh.
Guys are trained not to do that in front of prying eyes. It's
like,
weird.
She's
Well, it's weird at 17 to be doing that. You start making that weird face and stuff, and it's just kind of weird. And then, they tell you, they go, tell me when you're ready to go. And you're like, all right. They're curious, Sometimes if you don't say anything, they get weird. It's weird. It's very weird.
All right.
Very weird. All right, we'll be back. Well, that's it. Ooh, belched up some more Armenian
let's
food.
get out of here. Oh, for God's
Let's
sake.
do that. All right. So that's it. That's it. We're done. So until next time.
Coming up.
So until next time.
All right.
This is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. You not come back. You back for business. You spook local. You blondie. Look like Leif Garrett.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.